Com check, clear on the right.
Good work, boys. The station is now capable of orbital maneuvers if necessary. I was afraid our adversary might take another shot at us since we were pretty much helpless. But I just got intel that shows they have other plans. We have 2 6-person teams scheduled to come up this week. The first arrives in just 2 hours. The second the following day. Our problem is that we have identified one of the crew to be an implant.
I'm guessing you don't want to let the opposition know you can do that.
Ah, you're catching on. Yes, that is why we're going to have to let the implant come up.
But you said these implants send everything they see back to the aliens. Won't they be onto us if Carl, Pat, and I are seen by this implant?
Yes, that is why we're not going to be here. And we'll be taking everything incriminating with us. So grab your stuff. We need to be out of here before the next crew gets here.
So, are we ready to leave?
Looks like it. But I want to wait until they dock. That way they won't have an outside view of us departing. By the time they're ready to open their hatch and filter into the station, we should be long gone.
How much longer?
Shouldn't be too long. Let me look. Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
I don't have my tablet. I must have left it somewhere.
I remember you had it when you were talking to us in the bunk room. Did you leave it there?
Yes, that's it. I need to go get it.
I'll go. I'm probably a lot faster than you.
Probably. But you better get going. They'll be docking any minute. Wouldn't want the implant to see you.
Okay, we're alive. As soon as the transfer tunnel pressurizes, we can pop the hatch and get out of this tight capsule.
Whew! That was close. Now, how do we get to the moon? Surely this little guy can't get us there.
Not hardly. But it'll get us to our ride.
How do we avoid detection from these aliens you say are watching from L4 when we depart Earth orbit?
Fortunately, the aliens appear to rely on monitoring all human communications instead of using their own active sensors, probably to avoid any chance of being detected. So, if we keep the Earth-based systems from seeing us, we're good.
How do we do that?
State-of-the-art stealth for radar, and the isolation over Antarctica for hiding our departure burn. Okay, Phil, we're ready. Get us out of here.
So how long will it take Dark Star to get us to the moon? A couple days? Like Apollo?
No. Here. Take a look at the screen. As you boys may or may not know, the original flights to the moon took just over 2 days. But Dark Star will be getting us there in just 15 hours. Because, unlike Apollo, we don't have to just coast our way to the moon after our initial acceleration. Our small nuclear thrusters will be operating most of our trip, first keeping our speed up as we climb out of the Earth's gravity well, and then slowing us down so we don't overshoot the moon.
How do we carry so much more fuel than Apollo did?
New technology, Carl. We don't actually carry that much more fuel, though. It's just that our specific impulse is 5 times better than Apollo's chemical rockets, and we aren't loaded down with a lander.
You know, you never answered Paul's question about what we're going to face when the aliens get here.
No, I didn't. But we actually don't know for certain. Our alien friend says their tech will be about a century ahead of what we have. But that with the element of surprise, we should be able to overwhelm them, since the first group will be limited in size.
Is that a century ahead of what we have now, or what we had back in 1970?
Good question. I guess we'll have to ask him.
So how does Archimedes fit in your plans? Are you going to weaponize it somehow?
No, not considered a good candidate for a weapons platform. Right now, and for the next 10 to 12 months, it is our underground railroad to the moon, which allows us to bring larger numbers of personnel to the moon without detection.
What kind of numbers?
Once it's operating as a space hotel, we will be bringing up about 40 people a week. We think we can sneak half of those to the moon.
Sounds pretty aggressive. What happens after 12 months?
We give it a new name and send it on a new mission.
Whoa, what's going on?
Looks like we cut our engines early. Phil, why did we stop acceleration?
Protocol, General. Someone's painting us with radar. By cutting our thrust, we can rotate to present our least detectable feature to the source. Does this happen often?
No. But human tech keeps getting better. Hope this doesn't get Chaperone's attention as well.
Hey, a man's got to keep up his strength.
I've got him.
True. I'm older.
I don't know who what's her name is.
How sure are we that this is not just another wild goose chase?
Okay, you two, enough shop talk.
Good, we need some new blood. Maybe another seat will change the fall of the cards.
Command, this is Gatekeeper. We have a radar lock on the air tanker. Vectoring to intercept now.
Copy that, Gatekeeper. Orders just came down. You are authorized to use whatever force necessary.
Yeah, it's on the same frequency as your wireless headset.
Yes, Mr. Putnam. They're expecting you. Just go on in and take a seat.
You know, I don't think he can hear you.
I'll be the judge of that.
Must be because our agent loses his place in the queue immediately after submitting his or her luggage.
Yeah, I see that. Don't take your hat off yet. Recently, we were able to detect the incoming alien force.
I take it these are the two newbies I have to take out to the dock.
I don't suppose either of you have gotten a hint of exactly where it is we are going?
No, we'll be getting the fuel from the Russians. They have a more relaxed attitude about that sort of thing.
Business has been awful slow, you know.
Move on, kid. Sam and I are doing business.
Yeah, from your mouth to God's ear.
Okay, let's get this meeting underway.
Okay, systems up. All I need are the target coordinates.
Hi, General. Glad to see you got back okay.
If you can believe the planet's information systems. Do we know why? Turnover is complete. Notify Overwatch and Command.